10 moped raiders behind a £1 million crime spree across London laughed in the dock as lawyers took almost an hour to outline their 99 previous convictions. A prosecutor has urged a judge to pass severe deterrent sentences on the gang after an exponential rise of moped robbery in the capital. The bandits stole phones, tablet computers and caused damage worth more than £1 million using hammers, knives, a gun and even a fencing post as a battering ram. They hit different 3 mobile outlets several times in the early hours to grab the latest handsets and were in and out in a matter of minutes. The young men sat in the dock chatting, looking bored and giggling loudly as prosecutor Michael Shaw spent nearly an hour reading out their 99 previous convictions for 172 offences. The raiders were caught on CCTV during one of the robberies. Image Met Police. The gang caused more than £1 million in damage. Image PA ringleader Courtney White, 22, his right-hand man Momina Rahman, 22, along with Mohammed Hussain, 24, and Chang Mabiala, 22, were convicted of conspiracy to commit aggravated burglary after a 4-week trial at Blackfriars Crown Court in November. Bobby Kennedy, 22, and Chris Costi, 19, were found guilty after a trial in August of conspiracy to commit aggravated burglary stores across London. 3 other members of the gang, Alfie Kennedy, 20, brother of Bobby, Dylan Castaño-Lopez, 19, and Adam Atala, 21, all previously pleaded guilty to their part in the conspiracy. Chris Costi top row, from left, Bobby Kennedy, Alfie Kennedy, Adam Atala, and Dylan Castaño-Lopez, and Courtney White bottom row, from left, Momina Rahman, Mohammed Hussain, Chang Mabiala, and Muhammad Ali. Image Met Police. Father Oftwer White, 22, spent his teenage years preying on elderly people, committing violent robberies. The thug attacked 3 elderly people from behind, ripping off their watches and necklaces. One was a 76-year-old woman who he dragged to the floor and tried to pull off her necklace, leaving her with cuts and bruising on the neck. He received a year in a Young Offenders Institute in 2013 for that offense. The robber punched another male pensioner in their back of the head, running off with his watch. The group has amassed 99 previous convictions. A court heard. Image Met Police. White was also handed a suspended jail sentence in November 2015 for handling jewellery stolen during the vicious mugging of a 61-year-old woman in North London. He was also convicted at Wood Green Crown Court for firearm possession after police found a loaded 9mm handgun with his DNA in the back of a Peugeot 206 on December 2 last year, 3 days after the gang's final raid. A South African Vector SP1 9mm Parabellum caliber self-loading pistol was found in the passenger side footwell along with 40 bullets in Craven Park Road, Harlesden. White has escaped justice twice by bizarrely claiming he has eczema, which is why his DNA has been found at crime scenes. Footage from a raid on a shop in Walthamstow High Street. Image PA. His accomplice, Momina Rahman, was locked up for 12 months in 2015 after targeting elderly people in a £265,000 fraud by posing as police. He rang his victims and told them their bank account had been defrauded, then attended their address pretending to be a courier to pick up their bank card. Mr. Shaw said that deterrent sentences must be passed to discourage others. He said this type of offending is having a massive community impact. The crime figures demonstrate an exponential rise. There are few factors that decrease the seriousness. The only person without previous convictions is Mr. Costi. There is, as far as I can see, no sign of remorse. If ever a case in which a deterrent sentence needs to be passed, in order to prevent an exponential in these types of offending, this is it. The hearing continues.